Hi students, now I will explain the experiment on open circuit characteristics of a synchronous generator, and after completing this I will also explain the short circuit characteristics also. Now this is the circuit diagram for conducting this open circuit characteristics and short circuit characteristics. In this circuit diagram there is one motor circuit is there, and this is our alternator circuit. These two circuits are coupled by means of mechanically by means of this hash symbol. Here this motor DC motor setup is connected to the DC supply. Here especially this armature of this DC motor is connected in series with a armature rheostat. In order to measure the armature current, a MC type of ammeter is connected in series with the armature of this DC motor. Next, the field winding of this DC motor ZZZ shunt field winding is connected in series with a field rheostat. So here the main precaution we are going to follow here, it is the armature rheostat must be kept in the maximum position and the field rheostat must be kept in the minimum position. Coming to this generator circuit diagram, here the R, Y, B, this is three phases which are connected in star connected fashion. These are the armature winding in the alternator. These windings are connected to this multifunction meter in order to measure the voltage and current in this armature winding. Now coming to this field winding, here XX, this XX indicates the field winding of this alternator. This field winding is connected to the DC supply through this potential divider. Here the potential divider is connected in the minimum potential position. Now in order to measure the field current in this field winding, we connect this a MC type of ammeter is connected in series with the XXX terminals. Now here in order to conduct the open circuit test, first of all this TPST switch is in open position, and suppose if you conduct short circuit characteristics, if you want to obtain the short circuit characteristics, at that time the TPST switch is closed. Now coming to this circuit diagram, based upon this circuit diagram, here the connections are made. Now coming to first of all explain this DC motor connection. Here this is a DC supply connection. With this DC supply connection, here armature rheostat is there. It is kept in the maximum position. This armature rheostat is connected in series with the AA terminals, and field rheostat is connected in series with the ZZZ terminals. The field rheostat must be kept in the minimum position. Now coming to this, here this is alternator connections. Here this alternator connections have the field winding, that XXX terminals is connected to this is our potential divider. Here this potential divider is kept in the minimum potential position. So in order to measure the field current, this is a MC type of ammeter is connected, and this is our multifunction meter. Here we can obtain the voltage, current, frequency, power, real power, reactive power, apparent power. Here you can observe the kilowatt, kVAR, kVA. Next power factor, kilowatt hour also, energy also we can measure like this. By pressing this button, one by one values you can visually observe by means of digital. Next coming to this, here this is our TPST switch. It is connected to our armature terminals. By keeping the TPST switch is in open position, we can conduct the open circuit characteristics. Suppose if you want to conduct short circuit characteristics, close this TPST switch, we can conduct the short circuit characteristics. Now I will start the experiment. Now this is our tachometer which will measure the speed of our motor generator set. Now I will switch on the DC supply. Now observe here, that is our speed of our motor only. Now I will switch on the magnetic clutch in order to run this generator setup. Now both the machines will run. Now I will set the speed to the rated speed, that is 1500 rpm. This is our armature rheostat. We can control the speed of this motor generator setup. First, coming to the procedure, set the speed to the 1500 rpm. After then slowly increase the excitation. For each and every excitation, note down the voltage values. That voltage values you must take down it as a per phase values. Don't take on line values. So here MFM will read only the line values here. So in order to measure the phase values, I connect this voltmeter here. So directly you can measure the phase values. Now I will start the experiment. Now at first step I will make the speed as a rated speed. So observe there. So I will set it to the rated speed. 1500 rpm. So it's almost 1500 rpm. Now keeping this open position, TPST open position, change the field excitation. So it's a 0.1 for 0.1 field current. What is the per phase voltage? The per phase voltage is, here it's a 300 scale. So that's why whatever be the value, just multiplied with 2. So it is almost 46 into 2, 92 volts. Again set the field excitation to 0.2. Note down the voltage value. The voltage value is 81. So for 0.2 it is 81 into 2, 162. Next, adjust the field excitation to 0.3. 0.3. Now what is the voltage reading? It is almost 102 into 4. So for 0.3 field excitation, 102 into 4, 204. Next, now increase the field excitation to 0.4. Now note down that corresponding voltage. It's almost 114 into 2, 228 for 0.4. Can you observe the change in the voltage? First it will increase linearly, but here now the curve enters into the saturation. So now adjust to the 0.5. For 0.5, what is the voltage? It is almost 121. And one more thing, here the speed is changed. For each and every reading, we can adjust the speed to the rated value, that is the 1500. Okay, now the reading is, show me here. For 0.5, it's almost 2 to 123, 122 means 244. Next, increase the field excitation to 0.6. 0.6. Now check the speed. Check the speed once again. Adjust to the 1500. Now note down that corresponding voltage for 0.6, 130, 130, 128, 256, 258, sorry, 258. Okay, next, take the excitation for 0.7 and check whether the speed is in the rated value or not. Now note down that value 134. 134 means 268 for 0.7. Now 0.8, for 0.8 it is almost 138. 138 into 2, 276 for 0.8 field excitation. Next one for 0.9. For 0.9 it's almost 140, that is 280 volts for 0.9. Finally for it is almost 145 into 2 means 290. Take the readings as early as possible. So why I am taking up to above this rated voltage value, per phase rated voltage value 290. Why means in order to go for the voltage regulation calculation, take the voltage readings. It is nearer to 125% of the rated voltage. Rated voltage is 230, so that's why 230 into 1.25. Okay, you can take up to nearly 300 volts. Then only you can do the voltage regulation calculation. It is easier to calculate. Take up to 125% of the rated voltage. Okay, next, this is about the open circuit characteristics. Now coming to the short circuit characteristics. Coming to the short circuit characteristics, here TPST switch is closed here. Okay, now check whether the speed is in the 1500 rpm or not. Okay, it's almost 1500. Now vary this excitation up to the rated short circuit current. Here the rated short circuit current is 4.2 amperes, so that's why. So observe here, since it's the short circuited one, here the voltage reading is 0. So now vary this excitation up to 4.2 amperes. 4.2 amperes is the rated current. For conducting this test also, take the reading as early as possible. Why means rated current is flowing in the armature winding. The armature may get heated, so that's why take the reading as early as possible. So it's almost 4.2. For 4.2, what is the 0.39? So for 0.39 it is 4.2 amperes. So minimize this excitation. Okay, now observing the precautions, that is, sorry, open this TPST switch. Now minimize the speed setup to 0. So by observing these precautions, switch off the DC supply. So this is about the open circuit characteristics and short circuit characteristics. Thank you.